Hello and welcome to Where's Your Will, a series of programs where Bernalillo County Probate Judge Cristy Carbón-Gaul breaks down legal estate planning topics for your consideration. Judge, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Today we're going to discuss wills versus revocable trusts and the importance of each. Let's start off by talking about when you use one over the other.
So a will and a trust both give you the opportunity to set forth who you want your assets to go at the time of your death. You would use a trust over a will in a couple of circumstances. One would be if you have real estate in more than one state. That's definitely when we need to consider use of a revocable trust. Another time that we consider it is if someone is potentially facing a dementia diagnosis and is anticipating someone will have to manage their assets for them going forward while they're alive. And that's a good time to use a revocable trust.
Does either provide liability protection?
No. Both a will and a trust are ways of telling people where you want your assets to go, and that's the sole purpose of them. They do not give you any liability protection. That's when you might use a limited liability company, for instance, as part of your estate plan to reduce liability under that instrument being an LLC.
Okay. Does either make a difference for estate tax purposes?
No. You can use both a will and a trust to do estate tax planning. And that is a more comprehensive process, but both vehicles work in those circumstances.
Okay, thank you. Great information.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for joining us today. We hope you'll be here for our next installment where we discuss what happens to a person's assets if they die without an estate plan.